Oh, jeez. Alright, I guess we're getting started, because for some reason
Okay.
Asmodan started talking to us.
Asmodan waits for no man.
Asmodan waits for no man. You know, if you follow me, we can go through the waypoint, right?
I have no idea where you are.
I'm back at the base.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Well.
welcome back to Diablo.
Diablo,
Diablo.
as Deckard Cain would say.
Yo, yes. So, the last
Deckard Cain,
video...
known Midwestern mother. Alright, so we're
Did
going
you
to
just call
Stone Fort?
Deckard? Yeah, we're going up here. We're gonna single-handedly win the war. It's basically... We're basically the Ghost Army from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's true we are.
So, you may notice we're not gonna... this video is gonna come out, and there's gonna be like a gap in between this one and the last one, where, there should have been a Belial fight and the beginning of this place and stuff like that. That's because the other file got deleted, so it's like it never happened. So all that hard work...
if I'm sounding distracted, it's just because the only control I remember for this character is the giant death laser, so I'm slowly trying to figure out what the rest of these buttons do.
I mean, if you want to be honest, the giant death laser is probably the best control to remember.
It absolutely is. So I've got the Hydras, I've got the slow time, I've got the ethereal god. Whoop, accidentally hit it. Bow down before me.
Come over here and let these guys bow.
Okay.
Oh, jeez! Yes, kill. Oh, yeah, no. At least it's a war zone, things don't get too boring.
No, that's true. But this guy's busy talking. Like, there's a time to berate your soldiers. Now isn't that time.
I forgot to give my war speech!
I spent all night preparing it.
Hold the line! When in doubt, just scream that. Honestly, the whole army of winged flying guys like this, with this kind of technology, I'm surprised they don't just lose outright, but...
Yeah, you would think, but it's just one of those things where the plot demands they fight on a level playing field as us.
It's not honorable if we don't land and use our weird, deformed claw things.
Mm-hmm. It's a Batman v Superman situation where Superman's just not going to fly him into the sun. That wouldn't be sporting.
Nope. Nope, of course not. Get out of here. The only thing I don't like about this weapon is it's such a slow weapon.
Well, it's a giant hammer.
You know? So what if I want to wield a giant hammer? I should be able to wield it with the dexterity of like a toothpick.
Well, cut it in half and you'll make Mjolnir.
That's true. No, you
Oh,
blow
I'm frozen.
You have to blow it up to make Mjolnir.
Too soon.
I'm not going up there. We don't need to go up there. Let's go touch some catapults.
R.I.V. Mjolnir. R.I.V.
Alright.
Rest in
Rest in
Valhalla.
Valhalla. I caught that. I feel
Good.
smart now.
You got it. You got the joke.
Yeah!
Congratulations.
Trumpets!
Oh, I need
See
to
if I
turn
can
my
get
general
trumpets
chat
in.
off.
Wait, who's talking to you?
No one's talking to me. There's just a chat going on. I don't even know how to turn it off.
Are you getting like messages about like who wants to play with me and everyone's saying no? Or...
No, I'm not getting messages. It's just I'm passively hearing all these messages. Now I gotta get rid of the damn thing. There we go. Okay.
Now that you're deaf.
Back to the zappy zappy.
What was I doing again? Oh yeah, microwaving everyone.
That's right. Death lasers, gamma waves.
Burning brains out or something. I don't know. Do these creatures have brains or are they just like a hive mind kind of deal?
No, they have brains. Look at them. They're fully sentient creatures.
But just not intelligent creatures. Okay, I'll take that.
There's a difference between sentience and intelligence, Justin.
That's true. That's very true. Hey look, weird
Take
spider.
scorpions, for example. Scorpions, well-known chess players, and they love a good game of backgammon now and then.
Oh, if you listen to Deckard Cain's lore, he tells you they're not actually scorpions.
What does Deckard Cain have to say? I'm starting to get real sick of that hack, pretending to be some kind of scholar.
Yeah, but he's dead. That's disrespectful.
Are we sure he's not the fourth horseman of the apocalypse?
No, he's
Because
the
every time
fifth
he's
one.
around, everything goes to shit.
Yeah, well, like I said, he's the fifth horseman of the apocalypse.
Yeah. The
They
fifth
didn't write about
horseman.
him.
Literature.
Literature. War, pestilence, famine, death, and literature. How dare it?
On the back of a parchment horse, the fifth horseman came.
It's just a paper mache pinata horse.
Oh, that would be awesome. A pinata horse heralding the apocalypse?
This is
See that?
this is why they omitted him.
Would sell my soul to see that.
What's that? They ride paper mache horses? Cool. It's like Viva Pinata in real life. As you're in avatar form. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
As
we
your
gotta raise a
family
catapult.
melts. What? Catapults?
Yep, this catapult. It's on your mini-map. We have to save these little no-names to help them raise these catapults.
Red shirts, Justin. They're literally wearing red shirts.
These ones aren't. The ones...
Oh, they aren't?
Look at him. He's wearing gray.
Which guys are you looking at?
The guy with the crank.
Oh, the guy with the... He's just a peasant.
That's true. He's less than a red shirt.
He is.
Oh.
He's like... If it was Star Trek, he's the local inhabitant of the planet that doesn't even get a name. He's like, oh, our planet's gone to shit. Please help us.
Who are you again? Goodbye. Oh.
Well,
You know, I'm waiting for the red shirt union. That'd be fun.
they should have a union.
They should unionize. You can't put us in these harsh conditions without paying us. Okay.
Yeah, we at least need some body armor. Or some Gorn repellent.
Gorn repellent. Something. Just something. But I mean, if you think of it, Scotty's a red shirt and he's just fine.
Yeah, well, that's a different kind of red shirt. That's engineering.
That's true. It's slightly different.
It's like, they've got a quota to meet. No more than 6 red shirts can be turned to black sludge per year.
Or else. It looks
Anything
really
above
bad.
that, Starfleet has to pay out a stipend.
Well, I mean, life insurance policy's gotta be ridiculous.
Oh god, yeah.
Did
Well,
we talk about that
it's-
in like a recent video? I feel like that came up already.
What, life insurance?
Star Trek life insurance policy.
Well, I mean, it's the military. It's got to be. I mean, it's a little bit of an accepted risk.
It's true. Well, let's abandon them to their fate, I guess. That catapult means they have instantly survived, according to the game.
Yeah, it's one of those things that these guys could be dead 3 minutes later. All we care about is we help them in this moment. We're very about the here and now.
It's what matters most, you know?
It is. Especially when you're the only character worth mentioning in the story.
Don't write me out, write them out. And dead. So, at least we got to the catapults, because that means we're actually progressing a little bit.
These soldiers aren't even trying. They're walking as slowly as they can towards the enemy. And then when I kill them before they get to it, they're like, oh, I tried. You just killed it so quickly. It's like, come on, put a little hustle in it.
Well,
Run towards your
There's
enemies.
a couple things they've messed up here. I mean, look at like how much of a maze these parapets are. We're not walking like straight lines. You were like going on all.
This
sorts
is
of
actually
angles.
great. Well, it's great for defense. It takes the enemy. I mean, granted, they probably weren't planning for the enemy to fly. That kind of defeats the purpose. But if you're fighting an enemy that can't climb walls like this giant fucking scarab, then it's making it a maze is a perfect defense.
Well, you
But-
see, they're fighting giant scarabs that can scale walls. Therefore, it's not really working. The plan is null. Really, all I'm thinking about this whole time is that from that like Lord of the Rings: Return of the King GameCube game. Just that level with the wall where you just have to walk around the wall and kick ladders down.
Kick. Yep.
I don't know how you have like one kick of the ladder knocks out like about a ton of orcs
Also,
off the ladder, but
Why did it take Gandalf the Grey to kick ladders? Why couldn't anybody kick ladders?
they just didn't think it'd be that easy. I guess.
It's like, is that what he fought the Balrog for? The ability to do a flip kick?
Oh, and to be shiny white.
Yeah.
Boom, dead.
I died and was reborn. Now I can do sweet kicks.
And I have this cool staff.
Ugh. And then I can beat up old men.
By whacking them in the head.
Yep.
There was a recent video I was watching where someone did make a very valid claim that Gandalf really didn't do anything that wizardly.
Well, have you seen... Yeah, have you seen the thing? It was... Gandalf isn't a wizard, he's just a fighter with good charisma or something like that.
That would be funny.
It was some kind of argument saying if you were following D&D rules, Gandalf isn't really a wizard. He's just a fighter with a few magic spells.
Yeah.
Because think about it, he has a staff and a sword, and he dual wields them. And really, the only magic he does is cast a few really bright lights at Nazgul, and occasionally fights. What does he do with the Balrog? The Balrog, he just kind of like, he just tanks the Balrog out.
Yeah,
he stands in front of it and blocks a few of his shots, but that's about it in terms of magic.
And then they just kind of beat the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't actually know how he kills the Balrog. I just know he has a sword, and at least in the movie, he just kind of thwacks it a bunch and eventually leads it to the top of a mountain, which I don't understand how that happened either, but he did.
This must be what World War I was like. These guys are just jumping over the edge of the castle, and I'm just obliterating them with the laser. I eventually
laser
ran
machine
out.
gun, and boom, you're good to go.
But I killed at least 12 of those trolls just with the laser before they could even get into their animation cycle.
Programmer's just like, well, we planned this whole thing for him. Well, this is a dead end, so I think this is the end of the line.
Are we just gonna leave this guy, or?
Yeah, he's good. He'll be fine. Oh, we
He
gotta
was
go
talking
back.
to us. Wanted us to do a favor for him.
Yeah, he's in the chat. Just don't mention that he yelled at us. He got a little wordsy.
Wordsy. He had some words to say.
Yep. And then, yeah, back in town, we're being taunted again. So don't worry, you're not missing anything. Blah, blah, blah. I have a big flaming head.
Asmodan kind of looks like a pumpkin a month after Halloween.
Hell, you know what? That's actually a fairly appropriate...
He's real
shape
mushy.
one. Oh, hey, Hunter, they're about to invade our sanctuary.
What, you mean like here? The place
Yeah.
we're standing?
Yep.
Oh, okay, hold on. I guess I'm not going to look at this gear.
You can in a second.
Oh, God.
When they come in and violate the sacred space that we have...
Wait, was that it?
Yeah, that's it.
2 guys?
3 guys.
Ooh,
I didn't say
scary.
it was crazy. I'm just saying they actually made it inside of this area that shouldn't have enemies in it. Well, I'm gonna. I don't even need to drop anything off. I'm already
I
good
don't
to
want
go.
to get rid of it. See, this is why I didn't want you recording my gameplay footage, Justin. I don't want people to see all the poor choices I'm making in terms of gear.
That's all right. I can always just black it out and put a big smiley face over your spot.
Oh yeah, yeah. Please do that. Yeah.
Boom.
Or just if you see me doing something wrong, just Photoshop the appropriate armor onto where it should go. That way, it looks like I'm putting the right things together.
I can do that. That sounds feasible.
Where the hell is the box, by the way? I need some gems. I need the stash.
I think is your chest the same size as my chest?
Yeah.
poop.
Why would it be in different spots?
I don't know. We have different flags on the map.
Well, that's different. Those are pre-made.
True. True.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means either. I'm just agreeing with you to make you feel better.
So what do we do now?
We go through the door they busted out of. We're going to probably the most disgusting place in the game, so...
Nice.
Yeah, no, that's what you wanted to do with your life.
Yeah. I mean, I just cleaned my boots, but whatever. That's fine.
That's what you clean them for, to get them dirty again.
No, I was going to a party later tonight. But I guess if you want to trudge around in the dungeon, that's fine too.
That's what I do. Let's see. I'm changing up my skills real quick, because skills.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I leveled up. I'm probably not going to change anything, but it couldn't hurt to lurk. Look.
It couldn't hurt to lurk, Hunter. Oh yeah, notice in that in some of those videos we're getting comments on, I will say, we must say some really weird stuff sometimes.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, whenever somebody says stuff like that, I have no idea what I said in what video or when I said it.
Most of the time I recognize it. The only thing he said is, the only one I didn't know was, they were saying, what did we call the Appalachians? I'm like, I don't know, what did we call the Appalachians?
My only guess is I referred to it, it's king level title. Is it the king?
Yeah, it's
either
king.
king or ducal level title is called Trans-Allegheny. So maybe he
Oh, yep, there it is.
maybe he misheard me say that and thought I was implying something about the entire population. I don't know.
I don't know. We live there. Who cares? There. See? If you watch the Diablo videos, you get the answers to your comment questions.
Yeah, no one's gonna watch this.
5,000 views later in like 3 years.
Yeah. Oh no! Don't jinx it, Justin, or we might get 3,000 views.
No!
I wouldn't want that. Oh god, they almost.
Hunter,
kicked me into
don't
a
die.
pit.
I'm getting close to dying, but you can't die. You're the glue that makes sure I don't fall apart and die. Also, I'm just gonna keep smacking you guys. Cool. I switched up one attack and it made like the world of difference.
Nah, I'm not gonna change anything. I like my Palpatine lightning.
You shall die. Unlimited power. Now I imagine him if he was an emperor. He's just sitting at a power plant, just zapping this like, zapping the electrode or something, and just yelling that the whole time at work.
Yeah, after his stint as emperor, he couldn't qualify for Social Security, so he just have to work at a power plant for the rest of his life.
Oh, I finally read or heard the story for Battlefront 2.
Oh, I heard parts of it.
Apparently,
really
the Emperor
short.
made a climate change device?
See, what I got... See, I didn't know it was a climate change device. I just thought it was a death ray.
Yeah, it basically modifies the climate to make it inhospitable, I guess, on planets and cause lots of problems.
Well, I think it's less make the planet inhospitable. It's more of just a scorched earth thing.
Uh-huh.
So apparently the Emperor was going to go full Mother Russia and just burn all of like the bordering Imperial planets or Imperial planets that they knew they wouldn't be able to hold on to or something like that. But from what I can tell, it was pretty... Like, why would they have two simultaneous planet killer projects
At
going...
the same time.
It just doesn't seem like... If you've got a device that literally blows up planets, why would you bother with the other one? I mean, I guess the other one did get blown up twice, but still.
Well, and supposedly that was the reason, because it's like a failsafe, but I don't know.
See, I thought the original version of the whole Emperor Last Will and Testament thing, from what I remember, I thought it was essentially the Emperor trying to sow, not exactly chaos, but trying to get the strongest will survive kind of thing. Where the hell are you, by the way?
I went the other way. I'm
are
fighting
you
some
in front of me?
champions.
Okay.
I'm
I saw
behind
some
you.
things on the map. I wasn't sure if that was you or the boss coming to get me.
Hey, look, I brought friends.
Oh, shit.
This is friendship. Zap them.
But from what I remember, I thought the whole Emperor Last Will and Testament on a robot thing was him basically sending those robots to every major Moff and every major admiral, basically saying, you're the successor to the Empire, everybody else is a pretender. And it was basically trying to sow chaos in the Empire to find the strongest leader available, or something along those lines.
It sounds more like, hey, I'm dead, so screw this thing, I'm gonna tank it.
And that's supposed to be where the First Order comes from. It's one of these successor states that comes out on top at the kind of the ceasefire at the end of the war.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was a film theory thing on that, which I thought was interesting. It's basically they're all celebrating at the end of episode 6, but you do realize that basically it means their entire economy collapsed and most people are doing miserable now.
Yeah, pretty much. But it still beats Civil War.
That's true. That's very true. Wow, who wrote the storyline for Battlefront 2? Did they try to sync it up with the movies, or did they just kind of like, we're gonna wing it and hope it works?
Well, they are trying their hardest to keep everything in synchronicity in terms of canon. And more power to them. It's just going to get tougher as the years go on, though.
Hey, look, a merchant. No, it's true, but, I mean, they're only doing another trilogy, right? 7, 8, 9?
They're going to keep doing... They're going to keep doing trilogies for as long as they keep making money.
That's true. We're going to die,
But,
and
I
there'll be
mean,
a new
they
Star
aren't
Wars
going
movie coming out.
I mean, they aren't going to be back-to-back. They're probably going to space them out every 10 years like they've been doing previously.
Do you think they'll remake the prequels?
No, not while we're alive. George Lucas still has the rights to them.
Yeah, but he's old.
That's why we're not going to get any kind of like de-specializations of anything, because he still holds the rights to those to modify and edit those movies.
Okay, I got you. Well, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, stay out of that. Stay out of that.
Oh, oops, getting out of yep. Okay, I made it.
That's gonna kill us one of these days.
One of these days.
It's gonna be a frost nova and a mortar at the same time. We're just gonna explode.
Yeah. Is that guy on fire? Oh no, it's your hammer. Okay.
My hammer's on fire and it's really close to his face. Woo, yay.
Yeah.
We
Well,
did
I mean, we are surrounded by lava, so he probably isn't even noticing. Also, we're standing on a grate above lava. How does that protect us at all?
I don't know, next to a forge made of lava.
Yeah, no, but at least the forge isn't below us.
That's true. I don't know how any of this works, but also just remember this is inside the barracks. Well, not
Diablo
the barracks,
is
the
just,
keep.
Yep, Diablo is just an OSHA nightmare.
Pretty much. I don't
There's
even want to know what
nothing-
the people capacity is of this place.
Like, we're talking about in previous videos where all these dead guys were coming from. Clearly from this unsafe work environment. Did you go up or down?
I went inside.
Inside. Okay. I wasn't sure if you went back to town or not.
No. I think we got. I just sold some stuff at the merchant and ran on my merry way. I think we've got.
Oh, was that guy a merchant?
Yeah, he didn't have anything good.
Wow.
I wish they would give you, because finding the merchants is supposed to be a really rare thing and really awesome, but they don't give you anything but like blue items, and it's like I don't need blue items at this point in the game.
Yeah, at this point in the game, we don't need hardly anything.
Like I think it would be cooler if they set. Like each of those merchants had like one super rare item that was really good, or a piece of a set or something that you had to get, and that would make it like a huge reward for finding them. I don't know. I feel like it'd make it a little bit more, worthwhile.
Yeah, you'd actually want to seek them out. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay,
and,
I made it.
You wouldn't just do the quest to do the quest. You do the quest and be like, oh cool, now I finally get to buy this thing from this merchant. Like Animal Crossing, where you have the person show up once a month maybe in your
Or
town.
Destiny.
See, I've never played Destiny, so...
Well, from what I know, I haven't played since Destiny 1, but you've got this guy who shows up a couple times a month, maybe once a week, and he's got a random, not exactly random, Bungie sets it, but to the player base it's essentially random, item. He's got a different item loadout every week, and that's where you get the really, really good stuff, and the gear, like the quest-specific stuff.
Are you going to play Destiny 2, or...?
I probably will. I'll probably get it for Christmas. Price is getting lower and lower. It's already down to $40, I think.
It's also on Battle.net, which is interesting to me.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get it for PC or PlayStation because
Adam.
Because Adam and JT have it for PlayStation. Or does JT have it for PC?
Honestly, I don't know. Because I know Adam will have it for PlayStation, but JT, he will get it for whatever console.
Yeah. So I'll just get it on PlayStation. No big deal. I'm not going to... I was never really into the competitive PvP of Destiny, and that's why I stopped playing the first one.
Because that's all it boiled down to in the end, or...
No, not really. It's just there was too much time between major events in the first Destiny. At least for my liking. Like, after you finish all the raids, you can either just keep doing those raids over and over, or you can do competitive, and competitive just got too frustrating for me.
Well, and that's usually, I think, for us, how competitive usually turns into. It's just kind of like, alright, I see I'm getting nowhere, and I've wasted a lot of time in this.
Like, I can't afford to be on this 20 hours a day to stay competitive. So I'd rather just play against bots and just be in it for the story. Another thing about Destiny, I was just disappointed by the story.
Was it
I
not
thought
that
there'd be
great?
more to it. It was just very shallow. It was a great universe that they had set up. They had this really cool sci-fi fantasy universe, and I thought that was really cool. The universe it was in, they just didn't dive into it very much. Granted, it was the first game, and they don't want to
spoil everything.
They don't want to wear everything out right off the bat. So
it sounds like they had a cool concept, though.
Yeah, it is real cool. I like it. It's very, very Norse mythology-ish.
Really?
I don't know if you were there for that. I talked to you. Definitely talked to Adam about it. But how it's there's a theory going around that Destiny is essentially Ragnarok you're playing as.
Oh yeah, I overheard the conversation.
Yeah, because you're essentially all the player characters are warriors that are brought back to life, and Earth is essentially humanity's final stand. Humanity used to be this wide, stretching intergalactic species that span multiple planets and systems, and then this dark, malevolent force has forced us all the way back to Earth, and one city in particular on Earth. And then it's just humanity's kind of final stand, kind of like like that Protoss mission in StarCraft 2. It's kind of like a final stand like that. So you're just these guardians trying to hold off the forces of darkness, and you fight a bunch, and you go to Mars, which is kind of an allegory for the desert place from Norse mythology, where in Norse mythology there's this desert, and that's where in the actual Thor movie that recently came out, it's depicted as kind of a hellscape, but sometimes it's also depicted as a desert, and that's what Mars is supposed to represent in Destiny.
Oh, okay.
Kind of this, I forgot what the place is called, but
the Thor movie actually helped me know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not even the place in Thor isn't supposed to be Norse hell. It's just supposed to be this really hot place
with a fire demon.
With a fire. He's got a fire sword. That's a big deal.
I noticed that.
And then you have the. I haven't played Destiny in a long time, so I'm gonna get a lot of the comparisons wrong. But just a lot of the weapons have Norse names and stuff like that.
Yeah. I noticed a lot of space game. Oh no. Oh no.
Shit.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I've already used my potion too.
Okay. I didn't have to. I unfroze fast enough. I knew I couldn't get out of the bubble fast enough. I knew I was going to get frozen, so I just tried to blast him until I got frozen. Luckily, I was fine. So, crisis averted.
I think we need to go left. But yeah, I noticed a lot of sci-fi games, that's what they usually default to, is Norse mythology names or ghosts. Because I think Halo has a bunch of ghosts. StarCraft has both Norse and ghost all over the place.
Yeah. Halo, the armor the Spartans wear is called Mjolnir armor.
Oh, well, there you go. And seeing...
It took me back when I was first playing Halo and reading the Halo books, I had no idea that was Norse, and I had no idea how it was pronounced. So every time I read it, it was like, with their Mjolnir armor. Yeah.
Gosh, get cultured, Hunter.
I know, right? Oh, that was back before I knew Germanic words had their Y's and their J's all messed up. Oh, wow. I don't even want to touch any of that red stuff.
No, these guys kind of are hurting a little bit more than I'd like.
What do these... Oh. These guys remind me of something. Oh, these guys remind me of something from Gears of War. I know you didn't play Gears of War, but these guys crawling around with the big front arms, I'm pretty sure those things...
Did they rip them off from something?
I don't know if they're ripped off, but I've definitely seen them before in Gears of War.
Oh, jeez. I do not like those explosions when they trap you there in them. Yeah, I've noticed... I love Blizzard, I really do, but I do notice they kind of pull from other sources sometimes, a little heavy. Like, let's be honest, StarCraft is AVP with... Yeah, it's AVP with a bunch of humans in it.
It is.
It's a lot better than AVP, let's be honest, but...
And StarCraft isn't the only one guilty of that format. Pretty much every single sci-fi franchise has that format of you've got the humans, you've got the very powerful aliens, and then you've got you've got the Hive race, and then you have the mysterious Proto race that existed millennia, and no one knows why they disappeared. And
yeah, but that goes into the big problem with the, the precursor race issue.
See, this is what I like about... I don't want to bring it back to Star Wars, but at least Star Wars humans are an established race along with everybody else. They aren't this plucky newcomer that's just rising up through the ranks, and everybody doesn't like the humans because they're new and they're trying to make their way in the galaxy. Humans, they're just dudes.
They're part of the galaxy. There's no Earth.
Yeah, they've just been around for about as long as everybody else. Now, Star Wars does have a precursor race too. They are guilty of that,
but they're not very obvious.
But that's old canon now, so it doesn't count.
That's so annoying.
What?
The old canon was so fleshed out.
What? It was not fleshed out. It was so contradictory, and...
Oh, there's that.
You know about the Han Solo fighting a giant otter, right?
No, I don't.
Well, this is going to be a treat for you.
Oh,
when
gosh,
you listen
no.
to this in the when you listen to this in the edit, Google Han Solo fighting a giant otter. You'll be pleasantly amused.
Oh gosh. All right, that'll be fun. Hey, look, a guy.
I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's just an alien that looks like an otter. No, it's just a giant otter. They make zero attempt to make it look like something different.
It's just an otter.
Just an otter with a necklace.
I won't lie that the canon for Star Wars got a little weird. I mean, okay, the cloned Emperor's thing is just a mess.
No, Luke Skywalker, it got to a point where Luke Skywalker could do anything with the Force. He could shapeshift. He could even view the past. Not like just flashbacks, but he could influence the past using the Force.
How did... Okay, so here's my question about Luke. So first off, is it confirmed or denied that Luke went slight dark side gray Jedi kind of deal between 5 and 6? Is that true, or did they just go and do a design change on him? And...
What do you mean? Between 5 and 6?
Yeah, between episodes 5 and 6, didn't Luke go like dark side, or is that just a rumor?
There's an old canon thing where Luke goes dark side for a bit, but that was just in a novel. Or that may have even been after 6.
Okay, because supposedly that's why he's wearing that black jumpsuit and has a different lightsaber. No, the lightsaber's because he lost his lightsaber in 5. But that's why he has like the black uniform and everything in 6 when he goes to Jabba's palace and all that stuff.
They may have written in something afterwards, but like much of the series, the original decision was, does this look cool? And then they wrote a story behind it.
You know what we need to watch, Hunter? It's
What?
on YouTube. We need to watch the Star Wars Christmas special.
I've seen it.
I've seen enough of it, but I mean, we got to watch it all in its glory.
It's like 2.5 hours long. Trust me, you don't want to sit through the whole thing.
Oh, but I do. Even though I know all of it's pretty much
All of it's in Wookiee.
Yeah, it's just Wookiee noises and weird.
Yeah, no subtitles.
Gosh, I know. I've seen like 3 different like parody reviews of it, and it's like, oh
And
gosh,
then
I've seen the whole thing.
It's Mark Hamill right after his
Car accident, so he
I
looks like
think.
a Ken doll.
Yeah, it's creepy. It's super creepy.
And
It's like
supposedly
he's
it's
a
about the time
mannequin.
period where Carrie Fisher started doing some drugs, and it's like, oh boy.
Really, I'm surprised it started that late in her career.
Oh. I think the best part's the George Lucas not wanting anyone
Hey,
to
I
see
gotta
it.
go sell some stuff.
Oh, okay. Good. Well, this is the boss fight, so let's go to town and then we'll kill him.